Spurgeon here with RevZilla, and today we are taking a look at the Giant Loop Pannier Pockets available at RevZilla.com. So if you are looking at the Giant Loop Pannier Pockets, chances are you've also taken a peek at the buck and roll tank bag. What you're getting with the Pannier Pockets is a total of 4 liters in storage capacity, 2 liters per bag, but you're losing the harness system as well as that top tank bag. It's a much simpler setup for you dual sport riders out there that are looking to carry a little bit of extra storage along the sides of your tank. Now, on our BSD, our Beard Scale of Difficulty for installation, this is going to come in at a 1 out of 3. It shouldn't take you more than 15 minutes to get this setup installed on your motorcycle. Now, we'll talk more about install at the end, but for right now, let's dive into what you're getting with the Pannier Pockets. Giant Loop is a brand synonymous with off-road riding, dual sports, adventure bikes. Their products are designed to be beefy to handle the rigors of the road. Around the $100 price point, the Pannier Pockets are going to be additional 4 liters of storage that mount simply to the tank of your dual sport bike, and there's a few different ways you can configure this. Now, if you want a little bit of extra storage and you want to go with the mounting harness that stays permanently attached to the bike, you could consider jumping up to the buck and roll tank bag system. Just keep in mind, your price point is going to go from around the $100 mark up to around the $235 mark if you do want to jump up to the buck and roll. So breaking down the Pannier Pockets, construction on this, and let's actually, I'm going to just snap these apart for the time being, and we'll get to that mounting strap in a second. The individual pocket, 2 liters per side. Construction is going to be 22-ounce vinyl-coated polyester. No surprises here if you are familiar with the world of Giant Loop. This is a material they use across the board in their lineup. From the Giant Loop products that I've used on my personal Tiger, they call them water resistant, and I find them to be pretty damn near waterproof. You're using a water resistant YKK zip throughout, and then the actual construction with that vinyl coated polyester does a good job of making sure that no water pushes its way through. You're going to have pops for reflectivity working around both sides, and just done up in a little strap harness there. So if you do want to mount anything to this or use these as a harness point, you do have that option if you so choose. The construction around the binding for this is going to be a nylike webbing, and then all the actual webbing itself will be nylike as well. The inside of the Pannier Pocket is going to be done with a moly harness system, and what this allows you to do is it can change your mounting points along the top, or along the bottom rather, so you can figure out exactly how you want it to mount down depending on your specific bike. Now, this was going to connect with the other, right there, the other Pannier Pocket via a very nice little harness, and this is going to be one of your options. You're also going to get, with the Pannier Pocket system, 2 individual harnesses. So you can either run this as one large system that goes over top of the tank, or you can set this up so that each pannier can be installed and uninstalled individually using the additional mounting hardware that comes with it. So that's going to take us right into our BSD, our Beard Scale of Difficulty for installation. And like I mentioned in the beginning, this is going to be a 1 out of 3 for our Beard Scale of Difficulty. It's something that you can tackle in about 10 to 15 minutes depending on your bike. The way we have this set up right now, the system simply sends across the top of the tank, and then you're going to take your anchor points in the bottom, and you're going to mount these around the frame rail. Depending on your motorcycle, you can either run them so they're facing a little bit more vertically, a little bit more horizontally, a little bit more towards the front, towards the back. It really depends on what your tank configuration is that you're going with. And then, like I said earlier, the moly setup for the webbing there allows you to fine-tune how high or how low you want that bottom anchor to sit. Simple installation, and it's a simple setup. Like I said, if you are looking for that extra harness piece where the harness stays permanently mounted on, you could consider jumping up to the buck and roll system. That's really what you're getting with that. You are getting that additional harness. Now, there's a lot of riders out there, like myself, that are utilizing Giant Loop products on their motorcycles. And if you have more questions about how they're digging the Giant Loop setups they're rocking, you can always click the info button on your desktop or mobile device, which will allow you to read other rider reviews from folks that are already out there getting this stuff dirty. If you have more questions for one of our gear geeks as to which luggage setup is right for your individual motorcycle, give us a call, 877-792-9455, or simply shoot us an email, cs@revzilla.com. Thank you for joining us for this look at the Giant Loop Pannier Pockets. I'm Spurge. Enjoy the ride.